Hello pilots and welcome back to Flight Academy Season 9. This is Game 3 of the series. The final two players have finally made it to the table to hopefully show off their skills for you, or in the case of one of them, lack of, but we shall have to see how that goes. It is myself on the left-hand side versus Benji on the right-hand side. It is an all Scum affair, and we have a lot of tricks on the table. This is chance engagement for this round, so really looking forward to see how this goes. Benji is a previous winner of Flight Academy. He won our Season 7 when we took it online for Flight Academy. So again, looking for his second title if he can manage it. He's got a really cool list that can absolutely do that. I mean, Dr. Afra, so many points of upgrades on there and so many ways to modify the dice. I am obviously here. I've never won Flight Academy. I made the game, I wrote the rules, I run it. I've not won it, but you know what? I'm here to have fun. I get to fly a Shadowcaster. I haven't flown the Shadowcaster in so long. In fact, it was one of the first ships featured on the channel all those many moons ago, 5 years ago, in fact, since we started this channel. So it's great to have it back on the board and see what we can do, but looks like we are just out of range for shots in the first round. Now, I will admit, I was really happy with my positioning in the first round, but that's going to be some awkward positioning. I need to make sure that my ships are moving just right in this next engagement because I could be bumping quite badly. But Afra is turning in there, reinforcing that front arc. Where is Dalen Oberus going to go? Pushing fast up the board. That's going to make it very tight in that area. We could be seeing some bumps here. This is one of the advantages when all of your ships go first. You have a little bit more clear space to go, but Ketsu is definitely going to fit there. All of Ketsu's shenanigans are going to be live here. Fearless is definitely on. The arc is in the front for the turret, so tractoring is going to be possible. Ooh, we get to do some shenanigans straight away. But what did Kavil do, and does he have enough room to fit in there? Just getting the lock onto Dalen. Oh, easy. Yeah. What am I even worried about? It's almost like I've forgotten what I did. One forward from Kavil, no problem there. Just going to take the focus. And ready to go with shenanigans, tractoring Dalen. Now, with the way tractoring works, where you can obviously get a stress to rotate, it's always a tricky thought as to, do you move the ship anymore? Obviously, I've got Fearless right now as well. And I mean, good job I got that target lock because that was a very poor roll. Still not a great roll, but Fearless takes it up to 2. Ooh, poor Dalen Oberos. That goes all the way through there. Really wish that I'd got more on that now. But yeah, obviously able to add another tractor beam on there because of Ketsu's ability, but no point. Doesn't do anything extra. And having a look, do I go for the forward arc shot with just 2 dice, or do I go 3 dice into Afra with Kavil and his super dorsal turret? So we saw Kavil in a previous series doing really well, and it sort of made me think, oh, I'll give that a go, actually. I quite like it, but that's not bad. Oh, reinforced knocks one off, but that is 2 shields off of Afra to start with. Reinforced definitely a really solid upgrade for these large base ships. Oh, that's a really big shot from Dalen into Ketsu. Both shields down. A hit, and oh, that's all gone through. Hit crit, and the crit is console fire onto Ketsu. Ooh, don't like that. Afra doing lots and lots of things there. So, looks like, so Afra, before you engage, you may spend 1 green token and 1 charge. If you do, you may choose another ship at range 0 to 1. That is not stressed. That chosen ship gets a stress token. We've then got Han Solo, red focus, rook cast. After you perform a red action, you may gain 1 strain token while you perform an attack. If you're strained, you may change one of your blank or focus slots to a hit. All of that has equated to 3 more hits onto Ketsu there, which is going to take it to half points. And now that is 1 point to 4 in Ben's favour. That was me thinking, you know, I had a really good start, but these things happen. Still got plenty of time, and still have Kavil with his turret and some seismic charges, so we could have some absolute fun there. But that combination, Rook Cast, Han Solo, Dr. Afra, is really good fun. Really, really good fun there. I like Rook Cast with basically gain a strain and basically printing a hit there. It is really cool, especially when you use it with Han Solo. It works out really well, especially being in Initiative 3, you're getting that strain after most things have already shot. So, gotta love that. But that is some awkward positioning there for Afra. She is definitely never going to clear that space. Definitely didn't want to be using the contraband cybernetics this early. But getting the oldie train tracks set up there. Just about getting them set up there. Let's see. So going to... looks like go straight into the side of Ketsu there, which does mean that seismic charge is definitely going to be hitting Afra. So good choice for Kavil to drop that there. Ooh. Dalen Oberus just completely getting out of the way there. Again, he didn't have much space to do anything else. Could have potentially looked at a sloop there. Well, actually, no. Saying that, the 3 sloop would have landed on that center obstacle. The to the right, the 3 sloop to the left wouldn't have fit because of Afra. So, not really a huge amount of choice there. But boosting out of the way, ready to come back in next turn, taking that boost red focus. Contraband Cybernetics is flipped on Ketsu. That can only mean one thing with a Shadowcaster. We are getting the 5k, and it does fit. There plenty of room for that 5k there from Ketsu. Going to be double stressed, but needed something, and throwing out a target lock there. Obviously, Afra not taking the red focus earlier on, knowing that he's going to want to use Han Solo instead, so he can trigger Rook Cast and not have the strain before the engagement phase starts and everyone gets shot. So Target lock from Kavil onto Dalen there. Seismic charge going off. Shields down on... So target lock on Afra and shields down on Afra from the seismic charge. Ooh, 2 hits so far. 3 hits into Dalen. Oh, 1 hit going through there from the long range shot. Half points on Dalen and tractored as well now. I do miss the days when you could tractor things onto obstacles. It was rude and not very nice, so I completely understand that. But looks like we're going to move with the tractor there. And obviously now Dalen does have the option to rotate, and with the rotating, it was an interesting thing. So we're like, okay, so we know you're going to get a stress, but can you do it whilst you are stressed? And you can in fact do it whilst you're stressed. Ooh, hit. Double crit going into Afra there. That first crit was a direct hit. The second crit is a stunned pilot. Part of me does feel maybe a hull breach would have been nicer, or a fuel leak, but you know what? A direct hit into stunned hit. That's turned 3 into 4 there, so half points on Afra. The points are now coming a little bit back into my favour. Dalen obviously has no shot there, but Afra does have a shot either at... Ooh, looks like going the aggressive route. And I will point out, yes, I did make a mistake when boosting Dalen. That should have been the straight template. When you do a tractor move, it's actually with the straight template, not the bendy template. So I do apologise there. Did make a little bit of a mistake. Oh, that's a really painful looking shot towards... Oh, that hit crit onto Ketsu. And that final crit is a damaged engine, so probably not going to be getting rid of that stress anytime soon. But with those central points, it's 7-5 in my favour, but I am in a very tricky position there. Ketsu is 1 away from death with a console fire, so could end up killing herself. Kavil not in a great position to drop a seismic there, but contraband cybernetics stop from Afra there. Going over the gas cloud from Dalen, getting ionized as well. So strain and ion for Dalen after going over that gas cloud up there. Taking the focus, pretty much the action you can do. I mean, there's been no point barrel rolling because you're going to put yourself into an awkward position anyway when it comes to turn around. But Kavil is just trying to turn around as best he can there. Not really a great position to try a K-turn. And ideally wanted to keep that dorsal turret on lock on Afra. What is Ketsu going to do? Oh, a lock from Kavil onto Afra. Oh, this is close. Oh, Ketsu does fit it in. Wow, that was some very close maneuverings there. Ooh. So it looks like Ketsu and Kavil are going to try and do their best now to take Afra out. So tractor onto Afra. Again, another mistake. You know me, I'm good at them. You need 3 tractors to tractor a large base ship. So, yeah. But no Fearless this time, unfortunately, just outside of that forward arc. But, oh, that's not bad. No lock there because obviously out, but 2 more damage into Afra there. The reinforced getting rid of 1. Should have still been able to roll the dice there, but it's not changing the points at the moment. Kavil, all this could be important. Oh, it's only going to class as 1 going through. Oh no, checking the reinforce there actually. So reinforce, you have to be fully within the arc for reinforce to actually trigger there. So because I am straddling the line, reinforce does not trigger. So Afra is down to 1. But console fire takes out Ketsuonyo. So despite me killing my own ship, I do not score a point for that. That is going to be a point for Ben in the leaderboard. But crucially, 3 more points in this game, and suddenly things are looking quite different at this point. I have a Y-Wing facing the wrong way, who's going to take a bit of time to come back round, and Ben is in a nice position. He can just bug out and be absolutely fine there. But oh wow, he's really making the most of that contraband cybernetics. He is Han Soloing to give himself a stress and a strain to get all of the modifications there. That is 3 hits into Kavil, 1 evade from the plucky little Y-Wing. That is shields down. It's a very tight game at this point. 8 points to 9 in Ben's favour. In theory, he could just zip away and have this game. But that's a big old turn from Afra there. Again, really, I like it. As a move, know that the clock is ticking down quite slowly. Going to make it tricky for Kavil to get back over there. Even a hard turn round, unlikely to get a shot. Not in a good position to K-turn round, so going to have to really push it. Would love to have a boost on a Y-Wing right now, but alas, no shots, no chance for a target lock. Dial is slammed straight down there. Anybody that is familiar with the Y-Wing dial probably knows exactly what I'm going to have to try and dial in to get anywhere close. But big 3 hard there from Afra, not caring about the multitude of red tokens that are traveling around there. But Dalen is now thinking, I want to get back in this fight. Let me have some fun. Ooh, very aggressive from Dalen. Now putting me into the incredibly awkward position of where do I... Okay, so it's 8 to 11. There's a 3-point deficit. Oh, looks like I'm going to go for Dalen, which is... I think... Oh, or I could go for Afra. Afra is 1 dice down as well. She'll only get the range 3 bonus, but that could be 3 points. I mean, I'm outside of range 2 of that central objective. Ben has got this. I need both of these. Just the one. One evade, and this game is fully... Oh, it's fully Ben's game. What a roll there. What a roll. I mean, the big question is, can Dalen and Afra now do 6 damage onto Kavil and take him out? I mean, there's 3. Half points on Kavil. And there we go. We're just calling it there. What a game. So close for so long. Then suddenly, Y-Wing versus the world. Another round. And I think I probably could have got that. But you know what? Fair play to Ben. That was a great game. Loved seeing Afra on the board. Loved seeing the Star Viper as well. So a very justified win and 4 points on the leaderboard for Ben there. But guys, that is game 3 done. We have so many more games to come, so please do stick around for them. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any of the action, and we will see you next time.